Hi everybody, welcome to your private class today. We are making a cute little owl arrangement for Christmas. So you would have received your greens pack and your dry goods hard goods pack. You're going to take out your Oasis. I don't suggest that you reuse this tissue because there's lots of particles in it from the Oasis that could mess up whatever you put in it. So you're going to get a bucket of water or fill your sink, and you are just going to drop that in there. Don't push it down, because if you push it down, it's going to only take water on the outside, not the inside right through, and then it's going to not fill with water the way you need it to keep your flowers fresh. So then you are going to take out your container, because we're going to need that next. Save the bag for later. I'm sure you can wrap something in that. So as you can see, it's wicking. Once it goes all the way through the top, then we're good to go. And you'll see when it's done, because it turns to a darker green as opposed to the light green. It is 10 times its weight once the water is in it, so that's always a shock to some people when they pick it up out of the water. As you can see, we are ready to go here. So you're going to take your piece, just pop it right in there like that. And we're going to move the water to the side. Okay, now we are going to open our greens pack. That ready. But before we do that, we're going to start with this little guy and get him positioned where we want him. So you're going to cut your tag off. You don't need that. And you're going to grab your wood pick. Oh, did you hear that? Now you know that that's in there. You're going to have this little wire, just wind it around like this to get rid of it. Or you can cut it off, just don't use your scissors or you'll wreck your scissors. Okay? So we are going to put him right in the middle, like that. Then when you get to your greens pack, you're going to separate it into the 3 different kinds that you have in there. And the first one we're going to work with is your fir. And you're going to find a bigger piece. Where did my knife go? There it goes. You don't want all of this on here when you're going to put it in Oasis, so you're going to just rip that off. Or you can use your knife. So you're going to put one just directly behind him, and you're going to find a piece about this size, or make one if one's too long, but you should have one in your kit. And you're going to tuck it in right at the base like that, and then you'll have some little pieces like that. That's good pieces just for right in front of your owl. So you're just going to go all the way around sporadically around the base of your container. And tuck in your greens. You don't waste anything, so even the little pieces we use everything. This stuff makes a little bit of a mess, but what's crafting if you're not making a mess, right? So get that filled in nicely. All the way around. Don't forget to put a couple at the back. Okay, so this is layer 1. Trust me, it'll look good at the end. It always looks funny until you get all the components in. Okay, so now we're going to move to your pine. This stuff is very, very, very sticky. The sap is stains as well, so make sure you're conscious with what you're touching with it. Again, you do not want that. You want to pull so you get a clean edge. And then you're just going to start doing the same layering as you did with the last one. Save one taller piece for back here. And then you're just going to place them throughout your arrangement, just like the other one. Like this piece is way too big, so I'm just going to cut that in half. And I need to clean off my edge. There we go. That's layer 2. And then we're going to move into the cedar. And again, these pieces, this is way too big. We're going to put that in half. Cedar is good both sides, so depending if you want the darker color or the lighter color will depend on which side you push in. We call this the baby's breath of greenery at Christmas time because it is your top fill, and it's also your last green. So you're going to end up with pieces like this. You just pull them together like that. Just hold it, and then it fans for you. They're actually my favorite pieces because they kind of become a little bit more whimsical than the other ones. So you're just going to, again, fill in all the way around. And don't forget to put a piece in the back. Okay, that does our greening stage. Now we're going to go to our flowers. I just need to grab my packet here. Just give me 1 second, it's in the wrong side. Well, there we go. Put it somewhere, couldn't find it. Okay. So now we're going to open up our flowers. And the first one you're going to take out is your Alstroemeria. So these have quite a bit of cuttage on them, so you can either put them all in together in the front, or you can take them apart. So I'm going to just take off a couple of pieces to show you that application, and then I'll put the full piece in. You don't want that. You want to clean that off, so it's clean like that. And you're just gonna tuck them in the front of your bouquet. If you want to put it in as a grouping, you don't need it very long at all, but just make sure you have enough of a stem to get into your oasis. Just gonna tuck that one in there. Looks like he's hugging it. Now you're going to find your single stem carnations. So when they come in, they're closed. So you're just going to hold right at the top, and we call it fluffing. And you push the petals out. It's the only flower that you can really do it with. But when they come in, they are very tight. So you're going to measure to where you want it. I want to have one up here. So you're going to measure where you want it to sit. And then best guideline, you're going to cut it where your container is. So hold it where you want it, and then cut it where the container is. And then you know it's going to go in and be the right size once you place it. We'll fluff our next one. Hold it where we want it. Measure to our container. Tuck it in. And this one we're going to do the same with. And I want this one out front. There we go. Now we're going to go to our mini cards. Some of you will have 2 stems because some of them only had a couple buds on them. Some of you will have 1 stem, just so that you get the right number of heads. And again, you're just going to measure to get it the right length of where you want it to go. Tucked in there. Our next step is going to be our mums, and you're going to take them all off of the stem, but you need to clean these ends off because that won't go into your oasis. So you're going to get that all cleaned off. That. These are Snowdrift mums, so they have kind of a roughly edge on some of them. This one was really kind of short, so I left it a little bit longer. I'm just going to tuck that one in here. Most of them had pretty good cuttage, but that one didn't. So we're just fixing that one. And then again, you're just going to go through the body of the arrangement, and you're going to just tuck in all of your blooms. Again, there is no right or wrong. This is the creative part of the class where you get to decide where your flowers go. And no two will ever look the same. So if you're looking at your neighbors ain't ever going to look like yours. Okay, and that is our cute little bird arrangement. Hope you all enjoyed your class, and Merry Christmas to you all.